We're back at Talladega Super Speedway for 10 laps around this 2.66 mile speedway in Alabama. Coming into this race after last time out, Seth Brown remains the points leader. Brad Johnson sits second, 21 points back. Nat Wagner is third, 36 points back. Daniel Day is fourth, 39 points back, and Cody Lamas is 46 points back. In fifth, I'm just going to give you the top five real quick. And starting on the pole is the 00 of Jake Cole, with James Quall second, Hegdahl, Alan Cavagnaro, and Gabe Coleman running out the top five. Babalos, Jonathan Skownicki, 31 Brad Johnson, Nat Wagner, but Michael Walton, and Chris Rickenbaugh. I'm thinking season behind here. And starting last will actually be Nat Wagner, who sits third in points. And there's Cody Lamas, who comes in fifth in points. But one thing about Talladega is you can make up some ground if you can stay out of trouble.
Drivers, start your engines!
Jake Cole has 2 wins on super speedways in the dirt cars. Both of them coming at Daytona. So he's a pretty good restrictor plate racer. So he's starting on the pole, and I want to mention something else too. I didn't notice this until I'd done the points and already updated it all. But Chris Torrance actually did not race at Texas. I did not realize that he was not in the field. So he is down a race. So Chris, I apologize about that. So he'll be one start behind. As the pace car comes on the pit road, the finish line is down towards turn 1. It's not in the tri-oval, so these guys got a little ways left to go. Coming through the tri-oval, Jake Cole, James Qualls. Green flag is out, and Jake Cole leads them off. And down into turn number 1, Hegdahl's going to pull up on the back bumper of the 00. Bob Lowe's goes up to the outside where nobody is. He's going to get eaten up and spit out here in a second when all these guys get by him. Now Gabe Coleman shooting down to the bottom underneath Hegdahl. Not able to get upside Jake yet. Skownicki, Michael Walton, the 88 Texas winner. Michael actually has a top 5 finish here back a few seasons ago when he ran part-time for the after replacing somebody. Can't remember who it was. Jake Cole leads lap number 1, but here goes Skownicki in the 22 on the bottom with help from Michael Walton. I think he's had some pretty good runs so far this season. Expecting to see is Walton going to jump out of line, try to get up underneath them. No, they stay single file into 3. Ian Dutta in the 24, fresh off a WRA K&N All-American Series championship after scoring 3 wins in only 10 races over there. He's now the champion of the series. Skownicki leads lap number 2. So, but yeah, congratulations to Dutta on that. Here comes Walton to the bottom. Skownicki. Now he like I said, won Texas and jumped him up, I think it was 13 or 14 positions in the points. So you can see how important it is to win. I mean, you can't just sit around and not have any good runs. You've got to win if you want to win the championship, obviously. Michael comes into this race 10th in points. You can see how the cars that started up front going towards the back, you can see there's Jake Cole just inside the top 15. As they come across the line, he's going to leave some more positions here. That's how important it is to stay on the bottom. You can see Bob Below started up towards the front, and there he is. And that 30 car here at the back. And there's your points leader, Seth Brown. Seth will come across the line 12th. And leader looks like it was Jory Forkham in the 58. Mark Cavagnaro, John McNamara. John McNamara was a regular over in the K&N All-American Series. Had a couple of hard hits too in the season. So we got 3 wide for the lead. And here comes Cody Lamas in that 3. Seeing him start clear at the back along with Nat Wagner right behind him. And look, they've cracked the top 10. Peaking when it's right. But they got to stay up there. They can't drift up to that outside and get freight trained. It's just that ain't going to work for them. McNamara led that last lap. Now looks like they're done. Preston Vale with Daniel Day. Daniel's already looking to the bottom. Nat Wagner's going to get up underneath Cody Lamas. He's tired of looking at the back of his car. And here comes Chris Torrance. Dylan Young in the 42. Dylan won the season finale over in the K&N at Indianapolis for his first career win. Kristen Vale, lead lap number 6. 4 to go. It's been a really clean race so far. I thought you would see more wrecks, but none so far. Oh, it's not over just yet. Nat Wagner's got up underneath Daniel Day now for second. Dylan Young's coming. Chris Washer. So let's check on all the points leaders real quick as they come across the line. Seth Brown, the points leader. I thought they were wrecking there for a sec. Seth comes across 19th. Brad Johnson, 24th. Nat Wagner, 1st. Daniel Day, 6th. And Cody Lamas, 10th. So Johnson and Brown was going to have to pick it up here. Can't be hanging at the back like this. They're going to lose a lot of points if they do that. So as you come down to 2 laps to go, side by side for the lead right now is going to be Wagner just by just a little bit. But on the bottom, here comes Bob Belos. Bob has I think he led the pole wins back in season 1, the only other season he's ran in besides the one race last season. He sat on the pole for the very first dirt car race at Daytona in Season 1. And there's the Daytona winner from this season, Chris Torrence, and Chris Rickenball, your reigning series champ. White flag, 1 lap to go. It's going to be Bob Belos in front by half a car length, but he's got the bottom opened up now. And here comes Tedesco with hope from Chris Torrence. Tell you what, Chris Torrence, Chris Rickenball, Gabe Coleman, they're all in the catbird seat right now. This is going to be interesting as they get down here. Who's going to jump out of line? This is Tedesco out in front right now. Still single file going into 3. Brandon Tedesco has a win here. Whoa, Torrence make a move. Coming through the tri-oval. They stay single file, and Brandon Tedesco is going back to victory lane at Talladega. Torrence second, Rickenball third, Gabe Coleman, James Qualls come home 5th. And Brad Johnson comes home 7th. We talked about him just a moment ago, how he needed to make something of today, and look at what he did. He drove all the way up to 7th place in just a lap and a half? Or 2 laps or something like that. Seth Brown come home 23rd. His first time outside the top 10 this season for Seth Brown. Alright. Like I said, Brandon Tedesco is the winner, Chris Torrence second, Chris Rickenball third, Gabe Coleman, James Qualls 5th, Bob Belos, Brad Johnson, Jake Cole, Jonathan Skibnicki, and Eric Burton 10th. 11th was Daniel Day. Dave Cole 12th, Cody Lamas, Michael Walton, Dylan Young 15th, Nat Wagner, Joey Forcombe, Chris Washer, Charlie Rodriguez, Ian Dutta 20th, Alan Cavagnaro, Sam Young Seth Brown, McNamara 24th, Preston Vale, Michael Hegdahl, and Mark Cavagnaro come home 27th. So the points should change a good bit. Considering, Seth finished at 23rd, Brad Johnson finished 7th, Wagner 16th, Daniel Day 11th, and Cody Lamas finished, I just seen him, 13th. So Johnson and all has made up some points, so we'll have to see where they stand going into the next race. But anyway, that is it from Talladega. Congratulations to Brandon Tedesco, and we will see you next time.